So today I'm starting a cut/weight loss phase. In my last cut, I went from 308 pounds of body weight to 280 pounds of body weight. And I want to take you guys along with me because I often have people ask me, what do you eat during a bulk? What do you eat during a cut? And I've been lifting weights ever since high school. I train mainly for strongman events right now. But when I first started training, I just wanted to outwork the bad diet. And that didn't work out for me. I did get some strength, but I just had the belly, couldn't get rid of it. And then after that, I was like, I don't care about how much body fat I have. I'm just going to get strong. And I did, in fact, get strong until I got a little bit older, started having some injuries. And I'm at the point now where I really feel like I need to cut down to make more progress. Alright guys, some of you have been asking, where do you start weight loss or cut phase? Like what do you got to worry about? What do you got to eat? I know a lot of people do these fad diets. So I'm going to break it down for you to some simple steps that have helped me along the way. So the first things first is losing weight is about a calorie deficit. And all that means is the calories consumed are less than the calories burned. That's the bottom line about it. Any diet, it's going to work that way. You're eating less calories than you're burning. So for an example, at 280 pounds, I burn about 4,200 calories a day. This can be gauged by using my body weight times 15. And then, so if we want to set up how much of a calorie deficit we need to be in, well, 1 pound of fat is about 3,500 calories. So if I want to lose 2 pounds of fat a week, I need to be in a 7,000 calorie deficit by the end of the week. So since there's 7 days in a week, I want to be in a 1,000 calorie deficit per day. Now you can see 4,200 minus 1,000. I need to be eating 3,200 calories a day. Everybody is different. Your how much you burn, how much your metabolic rates are different. So you might go like 4 weeks and see you're not quite losing enough. You might want to lower your calorie deficit. If you're losing too much, you've just been starving, you might want to increase the calories you're eating just a tiny bit. Alright, macronutrients. We have protein. Protein is important for building muscle. It's also very helpful for promoting weight loss. Protein is 4 calories per gram. Most people aim for about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And that's pound of lean body weight. So it's not really talking about like fat. It's talking about, your muscles and everything like that. So your body weight minus the percent fat. You might not know for sure, but you can take a guess. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are what the body uses for energy. Carbs are 4 calories per gram as well. For the average person, carbohydrates are not the enemy and only make a person gain fat when they're eaten in excess. So remember, any weight gain is caused when the calories consumed are greater than the calories burned. Bottom line, that's it. Fat. Fat is used for the body for many different functions, including making hormones. Fat is 9 calories per gram. So you can see here it's considerably higher in calories than the other 2 macronutrients. Tracking. So why is tracking your food important? Well, tracking helps us ensure that we are in that calorie deficit and we're not just guessing. Ways to track your calories successfully? Well, first thing you want to do is be weighing your food with a food scale, especially if you're new to tracking. I know whenever I started this, I would be like, I think I'm eating 6 ounces of steak or chicken, and it would end up being just like 4. So I was getting way less protein. Secondly, you want to download an app on your phone. This will keep you from having to look up every food. You don't have to Google how many grams of protein is 6 ounces of chicken, how many calories is 2 pieces of bread. The app will usually have those foods. You can just search them and log it daily. Here's a couple of the top apps. Lose It. It's actually the one that I use. I use it to track my calories and my protein. RP Fitness. It's going to be done with using proteins, carbs, and fat. So it's going to tell you how much of each of those you should eat per meal. This one costs money, but it also adjusts. Like earlier I was talking about if your body is not quite reacting the way you want it to, you have to make adjustments. Well, this app makes those adjustments for you. Some other ones are MyFitnessPal, Samsung Health, and iOS Health. So how can we tell we're making progress? So the most common tool we're going to use is the scale. Somebody might be new to weightlifting though, and they might gain weight for the first week or 2. So another helpful tool would be to take measurements. Measuring around your waist is one good place to get started. If you really want to know you're making progress, you can go have your fat percentage taken by a health professional. Also, if your clothes are fitting better, you know, if they're used to be tight, now they're looser, that can be an indicator that you're losing fat. Where does exercise fit in? So first off, exercise is going to burn calories, therefore helping us reach that calorie deficit. Again, the more calories we burn, the more we can eat and still be in a deficit, right? Another major benefit of exercising or weightlifting is you will maintain muscle and burn fat instead. If you don't lift and you're in a calorie deficit, the body will use some of your muscle for fuel as well as fat. The last benefit of exercising is that it's just a benefit for your overall health. You know, it's going to help your cardio. It's going to help your, you know, just your body's meant to move. It's meant to be worked. And then the last thing, who doesn't want to be strong, you know? All right, maintenance phase. So maintenance phase is when you eat the same amount of calories as you burn. So your weight might fluctuate here, but over a few weeks, you shouldn't move more than a few pounds up or down. So after 3 weeks of cutting, it's generally time for a maintenance phase. It's pretty tough on your body to be in a weight loss phase or a cut phase for too long. It's going to be hard on your mental stamina as well as your body. You're going to be a lot more successful in keeping the weight off if you incorporate a maintenance phase. I made this mistake lots of time doing fast weight loss diets, and then I just gained the weight back. But this last cut, I have not gained any of the weight back because I have been in a maintenance phase for the last 3 months now. So I feel like that was the key that was missing for me. Alright, so here's some other helpful tips. These are just, you know, things that I've personally found helped me be successful, so maybe it'll help you guys. Don't let yourself get super hungry. This is when you make mistakes and eat high-calorie foods that are low in protein, and they're going to be harder to fit into your calories or protein goals. Remember, it's all about a sustainable deficit, not about starving yourself. Take time in preparation of your food. You know, add some flavors that you enjoy. As long as you can meet your protein goals and stay in calorie deficit, you know, it's good. You can eat what you want as long as you're meeting those goals by the end of the day. Take walks after every meal. This will burn more calories and get your metabolism going. This will also help you be hungry for more protein in your next meal. Again, you want to be, when it's time for mealtime, you want to be able to eat because you want to get in the nutrients that you're supposed to get in so you don't mess up and eat food you shouldn't later. Don't give up because you do mess up. It's a long process. There's going to be times you mess up. It's going to happen. So when you do, you just jump back on track for the next meal. Don't beat yourself up about it. Hey guys, I'm here with my grocery haul for starting off my first cut. And over here, the first thing that I want to start every meal planning with is my protein. So, you know, you either got some chicken breast, some ground beef, eggs for breakfast, cottage cheese for snacks, and I even have some smoked salmon for a little treat. It's a little more expensive, but still a good source of protein, and I find it worth it to keep myself motivated. I also have protein. I feel like even if you're not trying to build muscle like me, even if you're not training for strongman, protein is a really important part of any weight loss plan. So that's why I find a good protein powder. And I do prefer Gold Standard. I just feel like it's a good middle ground protein, good price. Chicken breast is going to be, of course, your best option out of these proteins. It's about 50 grams of protein for 6 ounces, where the beef is going to be about 30 grams, and the beef's also going to be a little more calories. But again, you want to have a variation. You don't want to be eating the same thing every day. My next part of my diet, I want to have a vegetable or a fruit with every meal. Right now, I'm kind of having a small portion of these. But, you know, I got some Brussels sprouts, some broccoli, carrots, cauliflower. Here's a salad mix that I bought. Just mix the spinach in for a little, you know, more vitamins, a little more protein. And then mixed berries to have either for a snack or kind of with breakfast. I don't really feel like eating vegetables most of the time. The last part of it is my carbohydrate. And I know a lot of you guys do keto and stuff, but for me, when I'm weightlifting, I really need the energy that the carbohydrates provide. I've tried doing keto before, and I just kind of lagged behind in the gym. So, you know, rice is of course a big one because, you know, the chicken and rice. Throw some beans in there with that. Beans have carbohydrates, they have protein, and they have fiber. You got bread. You know, you can have a grilled chicken sandwich. You don't have to deprive yourself just because you're on a calorie deficit. You can still eat some things you enjoy. And speaking of that, I even picked up some cereal. You know, it's like 270 calories per serving, but if I have that with a protein shake, I can still make that fit my goals. You know, and then oatmeal, one of the most important ones for me. One of the best sources of carbohydrates. It's even got protein, high fiber, and it that helps cholesterol and everything like that. And I even bought like some things like Cool Whip whenever you feel like you just want a treat. You can mix that with your fruit to help you get down your chicken and rice. We got some honey mustard, and then sometimes you don't want just grilled chicken. You can put this on it, barbecue chicken. So this is just a starting place for me. Once you get your nutrition down and your exercise down, that's whenever you start to see real good results. Alright guys, so hopefully some of the stuff you learned today can help you be successful in your own journey, and hopefully you come check back in with me and see how I'm doing on my own personal weight loss journey. Also, I'm going to be getting the kids to get in some exercising with us too and be setting new PRs, and maybe even though I'm in a weight loss phase, maybe I'll set some new PRs too, but I really want to bring y'all some cool fitness stuff, just tracking progress, seeing, just showing you like a real life example of it. You see like the aftermath, a lot of it, and this is what happened, but you didn't see the steps. So I'm hoping it'll be a new perspective to watch me along the way. Thanks for stopping by, guys.